What's up, everybody? Serial Entrepreneur here for another episode on YouTube. And in this episode, we're going to quickly talk about one thing that you guys need to be doing before you ever start running a marketing campaign, before you ever start running an ad. The first thing you always need to do, other than making the plan behind your marketing, is to run a customer profiling session. Basically, this is where you look at the average customer, the typical customers in an industry or niche for a client, and you determine every little aspect about them. You actually basically create a person or a type of person and go through their characteristics, their likes, their hobbies. So we're going to quickly talk about how you can do this. Plus, I'm also going to include a template that you guys can download and use to build out your customer profile. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. Here it comes. Alright, what's going on, everybody? Like I said, in this video, we're going to quickly talk about customer profiling. What is customer profiling exactly? Well, if you want to find out, all you have to do, we have our blog article, #1. It's over at Serial Entrepreneur Academy, or serialentrepreneur.academy. You can check that out. And we actually upload this video there as well. But we have the blog article here that kind of explains it in detail, some things that you should be looking for, plus the link to that downloadable template is going to be on this website, so you can actually make sure to get that there. But basically, all the profiling session or customer profiling template does, it looks at a specific customer. So it says, Johnny is this old, he's this race, he has this political interest, he went to this, or he has this much education, he makes this much a year, these are his hobbies, this is his purchasing behavior, this is where you can best reach him. All of those are questions that you want to basically figure out when you're dealing with a customer profile. And so that's what we talk about here. We talk about, #1, what is an ideal customer profile, what do you need to do, and then in the second part of this, we talk about what to include in your customer profile. So if we go ahead and look at this, it says basically demographics. Here's a bunch of gender, age, if it is related to you, physical characteristics. So if you sell like something that they would wear, or something that they might use for working out, something like that. You want to know their physical body type, their hometown or neighborhood, their race or ethnicity, educational occupation, household, living situation, religion. All of this is stuff that you want to look at. Plus, the psychographic side of things, which is their likes or dislikes, hobbies, TV shows, music, websites, interests, political views, anxieties, or things that stress them out, spending habits. All of this is super important stuff that you want to kind of look into and see, just get a generalized idea of what these people do to basically make a purchase for that client that you're working on, or for your own personal brand, whatever business you're trying to market for. All right, so that's basically it. And then if you look at our customer profile really quick, this is our template that you guys can get if you'd like. You can get access to it. Hopefully it'll load here in a sec. All right, so we're here. Now we have the profile. Basically, it is a simple, I think it's like a 4 or 5 page document that you can use to kind of just get a gauge of, or really list out what your typical customer looks like. And it has things like describe your typical customer, things like what is their geographical location, what is their age range, are they more likely to be female or male, or does that even matter? All of these are questions you're going to want to ask, and we provide this for you in this template. You just literally go through it, fill it out, and then you want to do what I recommend when you guys are building customer profiles. You don't just have one main customer, right? You have maybe 2 to 3 different groups of customers. They're the same type of person. Like, Johnny's group of people is 35 to 40. Usually male, with a average income of 100 to 150,000 plus. They're usually married. That is Johnny, right? But Johnny's not the only type of person, or the only stereotype really that you would look at for a person who purchases a specific product or service. So you'd want to look at who are the secondary, I call them secondary customers. So you have your primary customers, which are obviously the ones that usually buy. You have your secondary customers, which are just behind the primary customers, and you can go all the way down to 3 and 4 different levels of customers. When I'm building customer profiles though for a business, I usually tend to focus on about 2 to 3 different profiles. So looking at 3 different types of customers that this potential person can have. And what you do is, when you're building your marketing campaign, all of this needs to come into play. You need to consider who the main market is, because when you're creating ads and content, that's who cares about your content, right? So you want to make sure that your content appeals to them, that it speaks directly to them, right? So, and not to mention on the whole other side of it is when you start creating ad campaigns or actual ads on Facebook and stuff like that, you know how to break down your audiences and how to segment your audiences to get the best result and to get the best bang for your business or your client's buck. That's what you're looking to do. So that's it for customer profiling, guys. It really isn't difficult, but you have to take the time in the very beginning, up front, to do this planning and to actually sit down and say, okay, this is what this customer's like. This is why they're more likely to buy. And here's some other customers that are similar to this person. They're a little different in maybe demographics or with their interests, but they like almost the same things. They almost act the same, and this is why they're a secondary type customer. And that's all you're trying to do, guys. So if this was a helpful video for you, if you found it useful, just leave me a comment below. If you have any questions about customer profiling, that's really what I want. If you want to ask me a question about, a specific thing that you're trying to figure out for your customer profiles, leave that below. Also throw a like if it was helpful for you. And if you really took advantage of using this template, if you took the downloadable template, throw a like on there so that way other people can get access to this, because there is not a customer profile template out there that's just easy to go through like this, and it takes 2 minutes to get your profile set up. A lot of these customer profiles that make you take anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes just to fill out one customer, you can knock this out really quickly because the questions are straightforward and just easy to use. So thank you guys for watching. If you haven't done it yet, you need to subscribe. Or actually, it'll be up there or up there. Subscribe so that way you can get all the updates. Hit that little bell in the bottom corner right there if you're on desktop, or if you're on mobile, just hit subscribe. I don't even think they put a bell on mobile anymore. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. All of my social media links are below so that way you can get involved and ask me questions. All of our free Facebook groups and trainings are down below in the description as well. So until next time, guys, Merry Christmas, because it is Christmas today. I'm actually shooting on Christmas. So Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you all. I can't wait to see your success in 2018. So until next time, Serial Entrepreneur out, guys. Ready to start living the six-figure work wherever, be your own boss lifestyle? Well, at Serial Entrepreneur Academy, we'll teach you how to use a laptop and internet to start your own social media and digital marketing agency. Get started with our free Facebook ads training. Links in the description below, guys. See you in the course. Serial Entrepreneur out.